We can take a look at how the press is reacting to this deadly attack on Charlie Hebdo with our press reviewer, Florence Villeminot. Hi there.
Hi, Kat.
A lot of shock, a lot of sadness, horror really coming out all around the world.
That's right. As you can imagine, especially here in France, papers are really mourning the loss of some of France's best cartoonists, heroes, as the French president, François Hollande, called them yesterday. Let's take a look, first of all, at Libération. This is something that you're seeing a lot in the papers across the world, just a black front page. These words, nous sommes tous Charlie, we are all Charlie. Je suis Charlie, I am Charlie. As you said, this has really become a rallying cry, a cry of defiance. In its editorial, Libé is very, very upset today. They killed Cabu, they killed Charb, Wolinski, Tinius, so those are the cartoonists who died. But Charlie will live on. Now, 3 of the cartoonists who were killed in the attack also work for L'Humanité, the communist paper. Let's take a look at their front page. Once again, black front page. It's freedom that has been assassinated, and that is the exact same word that is on the front page of Le Figaro, the right-leaning paper today.
And they've got a black masthead as well. Black
masthead, exactly. Freedom assassinated. So as you see here, lots of emotion in the French press.
On a screen grab there of the 2 attackers brandishing their assault weapons. A lot of the French papers are reacting with cartoons.
That's right. Let's start with La Croix, where you can see a cartoon of a cartoonist that was drawing freedom of expression. You can see this ink stain. It appears the cartoonist was stopped right in the middle of that cartoon. La France meurtrie, France wounded. And it's in its editorial, La Croix, the Christian paper, really calls on France to show cohesion. L'Opinion, the pro-business paper, has a very moving front page today. You can see a cartoon that's featuring a Cabu, one of the cartoonists who was killed. You can see him here depicted as being executed by a firing squad. L'Opinion writes a letter to Cabu today. Cabu, we didn't know each other well. We didn't have the same opinions. You had another way of seeing things, of judging the world, but that is exactly why we liked you.
And I'm sure if our viewers have been following this story on social media, you'll have seen a lot of these cartoons circulating there as well. And they're not just from French cartoonists by any means.
Absolutely. Cartoonists across the world are paying tribute, I guess the best way they possibly could, with a cartoon. I'm going to show you just a couple, but there are many, so you can see them online. Let's start by this. This is Rob Thoreau from the Philadelphia Inquirer. You can see here this reaction to that deadly attack, all these pens and nibs, etc., focused here on that attacker. Dave Pope from the Canberra Times, he took to social media, "I can't sleep tonight, thoughts with my French cartooning colleagues," and this is his cartoon. This one has really been shared a lot. He drew first. Chapat from the New York Times as well, very, very upset today. Without humor, we are all dead. And Tom Tolles from the Washington Post as well today is paying tribute to those who died in that attack. You can see this weapon here, a murderous assault on French satirical newspaper, but the pen will endure. The Independent actually put a cartoon on their front page today, their cartoonist Dave Brown. Let's take a look at it. It's quite self-explanatory. I think you can see it here, their reaction, very defiant on the front page. And also, as I said, just really across the world, this is a Dutch cartoonist, R.L. Oppenheimer. He likens the attack on Charlie Hebdo yesterday, as you can see here, to the attack on the Twin Towers on September 11th. But as you can see here, the Twin Towers are 2 pencils.
And that idea of the September 11th attacks and the enormity of those resonating in some of the articles that you've picked out for us.
That's right. The Lebanese paper, L'Orient Le Jour, has this exact idea on their front page. It says that this is the September 11th of free thought on free thought in France, and their editorial as well is saying, "Je suis Charlie." So, as I said, front pages really across the world. Let's take a look at just a couple. Berliner Morgenpost, so German paper, also saying, "Je suis Charlie." The Aftenpost, that's a Norwegian paper, similar front page. As you can see, very black front page there, photo of a protester yesterday holding a candle. There were so many front pages to choose from. This is actually a tweet showing 72 of the many front pages that you can see that are paying tribute to this Charlie Hebdo attack. It's just to show you, it's so telling that even in France here, the sports daily, L'Équipe, they also have a cartoon on their front page, and they're talking about freedom versus barbarity, 0 versus 12. 12, of course, is the number of victims so far. And finally, just a word on several papers are paying tribute to the profession of being a cartoonist. The Daily Beast has an article talking about the dangerous business of satire, and this article says that satirists occupy a perilous position because on the one hand they have to attack dogma, hypocrisy, the establishment, all the while needing their protection. To quote the article, it says, real satirists find themselves at the throats of the establishment all the time if they're doing their job right.
Thank you so much for bringing us all of those front pages, all of those analysis pieces. Flo Villamino, who's going to be keeping an eye on the international and French press for us throughout the day here at France 24.